I think for me, it's hard for me to articulate what my exact problem is. I feel sorry for you. I mean, I feel like the train has already left, but
I'm asking you to reroute.
yeah.
We react like with sounds, and it's like.
So in today's episode, we're going to talk about couples in successful relationships always use these 6 phrases. So let's find out.
See if we use them.
Let's see if we do use them, all right? So let's see. The first one here says, number 1, I'm going to tell you something that may be upsetting to hear.
I think we should use that one.
Yeah, I think we should. I don't know.
I think we're more like we react like with sounds, and it's like I don't know how to take that. Is that a good exclamation or a bad exclamation?
Yeah, this one here, personally speaking, it's great if you can say that.
If you can think of it, right?
Yeah, as a married man for 10 plus years, I think I've learned different ways to communicate and to kind of give you heads up saying, hey, this is gonna upset you. It's kind of like people saying, don't take this the wrong way, but know, so yeah.
So we kind of use it.
Yeah. I mean, that's great for those people. I'm going to tell you something that may be upsetting to hear. I get it. You're trying to prepare someone for the blow.
And maybe it helps.
Yeah, I think it depends on the situation. So let's say, for example, someone was having a bad day. They came back from work and things are going right. Maybe save that message for tomorrow, right? Don't add it on. So
yeah.
Number 2, I like this one here. It says, I need your support right now. And I know personally that, especially running the business, there have been downtimes and I didn't know what to do at the moment. And I wasn't looking for a specific solution, especially when you're trying to make things work. But I had to be open and clear saying, I need some support right now. Right.
And I think even for me, I'd had to learn, because I'm a fixer. I just want to fix things. There's a problem, let's fix it. I had to learn to not help, and that listening was helpful in my mind at the time. Well, what's listening going to do? It's not going to change anything. But, it helps you calm the situation, and it helps you reset how you see things just by, talking it out.
Yeah, sometimes when the wounds are so fresh, right? It sounds nice. Okay, what's the problem? Here's the solution. Sometimes, especially when the cut is so deep, sometimes you just need to vent, express yourself, and just listen. And I think that listening is a form of support. I think that's how I feel too.
Right. Yeah, that's just hard for me.
So I vote for this one. I like this one here. I especially when it comes to like couples and marriage, you're a team together.
Right.
And I always say that when you are weak, then I need to be strong.
I feel like I do use this, but it's like when I'm already at an extreme point, like if we're preparing for something and it's just not ready. Yeah. And I'm already done. Like I've run out of energy, and it's like I'm exasperated. I'm like, I need help. Yeah. And I don't think that's the healthy way to do it. I don't think that's the way they intend for this to come out. Yeah. But that is me. Yeah. And I need to learn to ask for help earlier. I need support. Like I know I'm gonna need support, and I think I'm slowly getting there.
I think in a perfect world, right, we all need support. In reality, I'll use my personal experience. I'm like, all right, what kind of support does she need right now? Does she want me to say something, or does she want me to listen? Because when I'm listening,
she's like, why aren't you talking?
Why aren't you talking? And when I try to give solution,
I'm not done talking.
So I think we all remind ourselves that this is all coming from a place of love.
Yeah.
So I like this one. Number 3, it's understandable you feel that way.
Gosh, you could use that in a negative way too.
Yeah.
Like, you can say that underminingly, and I don't think that that's obviously not the intention here.
Yeah.
But to at least acknowledge that you've heard your partner, I think is a step. As long as you're both in the mindset of making it work. Because you can, like I said, you can say this in a whole other way.
Yeah, because I felt like if I would say something like that, I'm not trying to use you as the person, right? But I feel like if I say that, I feel like it's being followed, silently by saying, I know the solution, I know the answer, because I understand that. Even though that's not the intention, the receiver might say, oh, like, do you understand? And when it goes back to, I don't need a solution right now, I need support. So once again, these are other successful couples. I don't think that I would use this one in particular. So number 4 here, I never thought of things that way. I think we've used this sometimes. I think it takes a little bit of humility, because when, why are we always using argument situations here? I don't know.
Because it's about communication, okay. Right?
Yeah,
and arguing is a form of communication.
Yeah.
Not that we fight a lot.
No,
I don't think we fight a lot.
I think when there's pressure, I think I'll put it on me. My mind is always on the go, and you would give me a suggestion, and I feel like the train has already left, but
I'm asking you to reroute.
Yeah, or really slow down, and then that's the truth there. When I acknowledge it's me, where I would go 100 miles per hour, and then I'll walk away, give me an hour or two, and I'll come back, give me the chance to really simmer what you said, and then say, you know what, that's actually the better idea. And I'm admitting it here, right? I go, I know that, but when I do take the time to listen to it, it's like I said, I never thought of it that way. How do I communicate that a little faster? I know that I need your support. So, number 5 here. I'm sorry for the part I've played in this. I don't think we ever been in that situation before.
I've heard this used, or maybe as a piece of advice. Or actually, I think I've heard it in, when things don't go the way you planned, or when things happen, it's better not to think that this happened to me, right? Like something bad can happen, and you could think, why does this always happen to me? Or how come this happened to me? Versus, what was my part in this? How did I contribute to this? Not that it's my fault 100%, but was there something different that I could have done that I could learn from this situation? And I think that's just on a personal level, right? Now you're talking about in a relationship. I can see how this is a very valuable communication sentence.
Yeah, and it says here, though, when you take responsibility for your share, you increase the chances that your partner will accept responsibility for theirs too.
Right.
I can see that.
Yeah. I feel like we've played this out, maybe not in those exact words. Like, I don't think we've ever said, I'm sorry for the part that I've played in this. I think we've always come it's more of like a reflection.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, X, Y, and Z. And I think that's how we've use that.
So number 6 here says, let's find a solution. So I'll read it here. It says, while some problems are ultimately in your partner's hands, like an issue they're having with their boss, offering to work together shows that you're invested in helping them make the best decision for themselves. I agree with that one, but also comes with timing, understanding the full situation, going back to supportive listening. We're trying to find a solution not to stop the complaining,
right,
but rather to help them get to a better place.
Right. And I think if the couple already individually kind of has a growth mindset, then this kind of is a natural pivot.
Yeah.
You know, like, okay, this terrible thing happened, you know, like go through the motions, and, you know, when the timing is right, where do we go from here? Or how can I help you move forward? Not rushing, right? Yeah. But working together.
It's like you said earlier, that you're a fixer, right?
Yeah.
You want to find a solution. Mm-hmm. I think for me, it's hard for me to articulate what my exact problem is. I feel sorry for you. I mean, I take part in what you're suffering, trying to understand my problem. But overall, I think there needs to be support and timing and the patience most especially, to understand. I think overall, if both partners are willing to work together and understanding that it comes from a good place, I think it will be for the better.
Yeah.
So back to our audience, which one of these 6 do you feel helps you resolve any misunderstandings with your spouse, or find ways that you can communicate efficiently to your spouse or partner? Let us know in the comment below. Have a good one.